Hi everyone, it's Heather from North Avenue Inc. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Burlington, Vermont, but I have friends all over our country. I have a brand new friend in Potsdam. Hi Margaret, I hope you'll tune in later on tonight. Hi Aunt Beth over in Indiana. My cousin Tracy, I know, is down in Connecticut. So many of my friends all over the country. Jerry Lynn and Diane. I hope you're going to check out the video tonight. Jenny, I hope you check it out. Bring a smile to your face. We are smack dab in the middle of Sale-a-bration, which is Stampin' Up's biggest promotion of the year for 2 months until the end of February. For every $60 that you spend in my online store, Stampin' Up is going to gift you a free product. And some of the free products are completely amazing. We're going to use some of them tonight, and some of them I will show you. Tonight we're going to continue working on card blocks, craft blocks, and it's the only way I could think of to describe how I actually work in making my cards. I did a video last week that talked about some of the basic card blocks, and I did post some pictures on my Facebook page, North Avenue Ink Paper Scissors. Tonight we're going to put some of them together so you can see what the end result can be after you've created these blocks, which really take very little time, sitting in front of the TV to do. And then you have a lot of flexibility in the cards that you create. I did want to let you know that with the Sale-a-bration promotion, one of the products that is available is the toadstool paper. And I'm going to feature a class on that at the beginning of February. And if you order $35 or more with me in January using this host code, I will either mail you the card kit if you're not local, or have you come to the house for a class free of charge. That's my thank you to you. If you're interested in making these cards with me locally, the card class will be $15. And I really hope to see some of you around in that first weekend of February. Let's get to the cards right now. I'm going to just scooch things around here and switch down to just that main camera. Okay, so when we were talking about card blocks over the last couple of weeks, card blocks to me means you are creating a basic working piece to build a card on. And some of you know that I've been really working to use up my stash of Christmas papers from last year. And this is the Merry Bright and Bold Designer Series paper, which if you look on the back, it's totally Christmas trees. But what I did is I had a whole bunch of these pieces left, and I cut a white mat for them. And then I went ahead and I cut a bunch of plain tags. And last week, the next thing that I did, because I have a set that I haven't used in a long time, and I really felt like having a tropical vacation because it's been so cold up here, finally, is I got out a whole bunch of my Tropics dies and stamp sets. And these are of course retired, but they are favorites of mine, tropical chic, artfully layered, and the dies that go with them. And I just stamped, let me show you the pile I stamped. I stamped one night about 2 pages full of flowers. And I didn't cut them out that night. I cut the leaves and the flowers out the next night. And I just have that pile ready to go. These are going to be birthday cards for the members of my Clomp and Stampers team that have birthdays this month. We work together to send cards to all of our Clomp and Stampers members. I'm going to get back here on my main picture here. My team is the 802 Inkers, and I am a first line level stamper with the Clomp and Stampers group. So we do a lot of things with my upline and I'm just building my team here in Vermont and across the country. I'd love to have you join me. This is a great time to talk about getting the most for your money during Sale-a-bration. Anyhow, I was feeling tropical, so I did all of these, and I took my Wild and Crazy paper, and I went and I looked at the color chart that is in the annual catalog. One of the things that I love about our current annual catalog is that there are tons and tons of features for new stampers. And one of the features is the color chart on page 132. If you haven't checked it out, it's really helpful. I can say the colors in this paper: blueberry bushel, granny apple green, and pool party. They're all these cool colors. So if I wanted to go and really make a popping sort of color palette, I would go directly across, and that's what I did. I pulled some Melon Mambo, I pulled Petunia Pop and Berry Burst to get the colors that I was working with, and you can do that too. Just play around with it. So let me show you the cards that I made. This is the one I'm going to make tonight in a minute. This is one of the cards. See, same layout. Let me pop this up a little bit here. Get a wider view here. More of the desk here. So same layout. And then this one, I sat and did another craft block of tags, and I just stamped a whole bunch of them. So this is one I stamped already, and I'm going to show you a different one tonight. Let me just put this one together so you can see how it looks. Get these out of the way. I am going to use green glue tonight, and get some adhesive on here. There's that first one. Happy birthday is going to go right here. And I think that you could probably use almost any shape tag with these layouts. I just happened to crank out a whole bunch of these scalloped layered tags. With this set, this is a new set that's in the mini. This is With You in Mind. It's a $1 million sales leader, Julie Davison's $1 million set. I love it because there's so many simple images that are solid that you can use to embellish the cards. I'm going to show you how to do that with this set. You can see that I have taken the palette and I have already stamped in Berry Burst, Petunia Pop, Granny Apple Green, and you can see here some of the ink pad. The ink pad was not giving a really super impression. This is a blender pen. If you don't have one of these little tools, they come in a pack of 3 in the catalog. You can use it to sort of even out mistakes. And in fact, on the sentiment on the card, I was in a hurry tonight and I stamped in a very busy part of my desk where there was a lot going on, and I didn't get a clear image on the letters. And so what I did is I took my blender pen and I fixed the R. These are amazing tools. You just clean off the tip after you've used the ink from your ink pad and scribble it on a piece of scrap paper. I can show you how that looks. So this was the blueberry bushel earlier. You just scribble it until it runs clear. And then you're ready to use it on another color. So I could pull out the Berry Burst or the Petunia Pop. And to get a palette here on your ink pad, just sort of give it a squeeze and it'll make a little smoosh here. And I can just pick up some ink and voila, I've got some color. If you don't have the space or the money to invest in a whole set of markers, but you love using markers, this is a great sort of intermediary step. If you have your favorite colors of ink, get some blender pens and play around with them. It's a wonderful, wonderful tool. So anyhow, let's, I'm going to add to my design here by cutting out cupcake tops from one set and adhering them to the cupcake wrappers from another set of the cupcake. Okay, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to layer it right on there. I've got a pink cupcake top on a green cupcake wrapper. Okay, there's one. And I've got let's see, I think we're going to put, let's do the reverse. Let's do a green top on a pink one. That's what I love about this set, that the images are easy to cut out and trim. There is no punch with this set. You don't really need it because the images are small, they're solid, and they're rounded. So it makes it easy to just give it a little snip here and there and layer them up. So let's do that. Let's do this on this one. And now I have green frosting on my pink wrapper. And I'm going to put pink frosting on my green wrapper. I think I want to trim that one more a little bit there. And then we'll decorate that tag and get that card finished. So again, this is the Thinking of You stamp set. It's photopolymer stamps. A little bit of everything. Great multi-purpose set for a beginner. My cousin had told me that she felt bad that as a new stamper, she was only using a lot of sentiments and hadn't really done a lot of stamping with images. And I said, you know, most of what I do, because I don't have a lot of time, is fast cards like what I'm showing you tonight. I'm doing them in pieces and I'm creating them here. I'm going to do this purple on the light pink. And really having sentiments, they're so versatile. It's, you know, it's a go-to. If you're not sure, looking through the catalog, what to invest in for big bang for your buck, any of these sentiment sets that I'm working with will pay you back in spades. There we go. That one's going to go there. Lighter pink. This is the raspberry on freesia. Okay. And I'm just going to pull this over here. And we're going to grab my dimensionals, which are the double-sided adhesive dots. And I'm going to pop them up. Just like this. And I thought, oh, it's raining cupcakes on my card. Okay. It's like that. This one up here. I'm just going to show you the outside layouts of these tonight, because I think that if you've been watching for a while, you can probably manage the inside. And grab, this is, these are beautiful. These are the purple adhesive back sequins that are also a freebie with the $60 purchase during Sale-a-bration. So grab my, take your pick tool. And we're going to adhesively decorate these. I'm going to go with the bright pink ones because they're gorgeous. So it says purple. They're purple. They're soft purple. They're pink. And cat hair in there. Thanks. That, and then there's some tiny, tiny ones. Different size here. Pop that right there. There, I think that's really sweet. So same layout as a seagull. Okay. Very different cards. All right. There's 3 of those cards there. Next one here. I was going to do the toadstools. Okay, so let's do this one. And you can see, I've told you before that I cut my white paper into quarter sheets so that I can just grab it and get going with it. And then cut it down to whatever size I need. I'm just going to do that right now. I'll show you a different way to get this going. Oh, actually, here, I'm going to use this one. It's already done. Use this one. And put it right on. Okay. And I even tonight, I realized when I got these card bases out, I must have done something goofy cutting because they're a little short. I'm going to have to do something fun on the inside of this card to make up for that. So this is toadstools. So I'm going to grab the toadstool set. And this is fun. This is in the new spring catalog, Terrific Toadstools. Having a lot of fun with this. It comes in a bundle with a matching punch. And I'm just going to stamp. In Brandy Apple Green, the sort of like toadstool mound. Okay. Here's Brandy Apple Green. This is a solid image. If you find that you have trouble getting a good image with solid stamps and the photopolymer solids, you're probably going to want to try and stamp on a cushion of some kind. This seems to be stamping fine tonight on this table. So I'm just going to go with it. Here we're going to, there's one little mountain. And I have already used the punch. It's a builder punch. And when you use a builder punch, if you want to be really particular about what you're cutting out, you'll see that the images are stacked vertically here. If you want to just get the stem of the mushroom, what I did is I just took a skinny strip, like a 1/2-inch strip of basic beige, and then I can just slide that in down here where I want it. Okay. And the same would go for the middle mushroom and the bigger mushroom, so that if you are stamping images using the stamp pads to create your mushroom caps, you'd use like an 1.25-inch strip and stamp, 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 and then you can just punch, 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 punch. Okay. But what I did is I decided I was going to use the Terrific Toadstool paper. I'm sure that's Toadstool Garden. Happy Toadstools. I'm probably getting it really wrong, but I punched them out. So here's one toadstool and one stem right there. And another toadstool. And another stem. I love this paper. It's so, so happy. So happy. I'm going to make that one the short one. And this one tall, like that. Okay. And I wanted to use the popping up all over sentiment. So it looks like this. So when I do my stamping, I want to leave room for that sentiment, which means my mushrooms are going to go kitty corner off a little bit. Okay. I am going to stamp it in blueberry bushel to go along with the papers that I've been using. Grab that and stamp it first. Okay. Looks good. Okay. And over to the side a little bit. Popping up to say hi. There we go. And I am just going to take my glue and I'm going to draw a line here for the toadstool stem. There's one. And then this one is going to be taller. Going off that way. Oops, I had a little blue on my finger. Opportunity for an embellishment. There we go. Okay. And there's that. And that one's going to go under. And then I will be ready to put it on the card. Here's that blank card base again. So cute, right? Okay. And I think for me, having sort of the routine cutting pieces cranked out in a big stream of activity while I'm watching TV allows me to be a little bit more creative when I sit down with stamp sets. I am a messy stamper. I will pull out 5 or 6 sets and I will use them all. I will mix them up and use different sentiments on. Let's use the big one. That. Smaller one there. And I'll do a big one. I think we could probably give this one some dots using these. We have so many of them and they're free, right? Just do that there. A tiny one. Here, like that. Popping up to say hi. Okay. Okay, so now again, if you're joining late or just scrolling through, same layout, same color scheme. Okay. And different stamp sets, but I get bored stamping the same thing over and over and over. I don't mind the layout being the same, but I like to have the flexibility of being able to send just a happy card, a birthday card, and have that ready to go. Yeah, so that's what I've got for you tonight. And I'll pull back the seagull here. Okay. You can see that. That was Don's card. I left that for him in his meditation room. I will say that this, as I told you, the Tropical Chic set and the dies are no longer available. Anything that I show you on my channel that is no longer available, I'm happy to sell you. If you fall in love with it and you absolutely want it, I've probably made cards with it and I've enjoyed it and I probably would be able to sell it to you. But I wanted to show you, go back in your stash, get that paper that's sitting there, get some free paper, order some inks this month on Sale-a-bration. And in the description of the video, there is there's links for the stamp sets that I was showing you for tonight. And a reminder that a simple layout will take you a long way with every single one of these sentiment sets. It's a great way to get your crafting started. Okay, watch for the information about the class. Place a minimum order this month, and even if you're out of state, I will send you the card kit so that you can make the toadstool items. That means I will punch out anything that's die cut. So a punched circle, and I will send you papers to make the cards. And if you're local in class, you will get to make the cards using the stamps here. But I hope you've seen that layouts are flexible. Okay. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Please share the video with your friends. And I look forward to seeing you Thursday. I'm going to be live on Thursday. Working to do this twice a week now and be more consistent for you at later times of day. So 7 o'clock on Thursday, and I will see you then. I'll try and post the layout ahead of time, so if you want to stamp along, you can cut it out ahead. Thanks. Have a good night, everyone.